Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new around here, my name is Hannah and I'm a local author from the southeast of England. So this week's video is about a really cool event that I took part in last Thursday. So every year in Folkestone there is a book festival. It lasts about 10 days and loads of different people from different parts of the country and actually world a lot of the time come together and take part in the festival. So it has things ranging from poetry to children's workshops to fiction authors, politicians, journalists, literally a bit of everything, and there's lots of like talks and seminars and workshops in the town throughout those 10 days that you can buy tickets to and go and take part in. This year was the first year that there was a fringe event. So on Thursday there was the Folkestone Book Festival Fringe event, which was specifically for local authors. They could have been traditionally published or self-published or not published at all. It was basically a chance for them to get together, sell their books or art. A couple of them had paintings and things as well, with loads of creative stuff going on, and it was a chance for them to get together, meet other authors, speak to people in the local area that maybe wanted to buy things or wanted to learn more about writing. And yeah, it was an all-round really amazing event. So it was run by a lady called Karen, who runs the Folkestone Write by the Sea group, which meets up every other week. I'll put her links in the description below. She did an absolutely amazing job of organising everything and making sure all the authors had a table, everyone was really comfortable, there was a great crowd of people, just a really, really nice atmosphere. And this week I thought I would go over what I ended up buying at the book festival. So I did go and I had a table for number 47. And I got to talk to lots of other thriller authors, lots of people that wanted to know more about the book, and that was amazing. And though I did sell a few, I feel like I did quite well. I did actually end up buying more than I sold, which was not surprising at all. So, whilst I was there, all the ones I bought are here. So this is like a little mini haul video, I suppose. So, the first book that I got, I'll just grab it. I've spoken about this book on my channel before. This is The End of Magic by Mark Stay. I do already own it and I have already read it. However, my dad has not and he really likes fantasy. So I picked one of these up for him for Christmas. He's not going to watch this video, so this is fine. So my dad is massively into high fantasy and some pretty hard going, heavy stuff. So I thought I would get him something I considered a bit more fun. To maybe try and broaden his horizons a bit. So I really, really thoroughly enjoyed this book. I rave about it quite a lot on this channel. So if you're looking for a new take on fantasy, definitely give it a go. I'll link all of the authors I mentioned, I will link in the description below, so go and check them out. The second book I got, following the theme of buying things for my dad for Christmas, is also for my dad for Christmas. And this is Mike Singleton's The Lords of Midnight, and it's written by Drew Wagar. So this was the first time I met Drew and he was wicked, really good fun. I wasn't 100% sure he was an author when I first saw him because he was just wandering around the outside of the venue. But then I spotted the Terry Pratchett hat and yeah, he was an author. Drew was really fun. All his stuff was either sci-fi or fantasy. And this particular book is based off of an old video game or computer game, I don't know. I'm not a gamer, so I'm not going to profess to know anything about the base of this novel. But he advised me that it's for fans of Terry Brooks, who I know is obviously massive in the fantasy world, and my dad is obsessed with Terry Brooks, so he pretty much had me at that, to be honest. So yeah, this is another one for my dad. Definitely check out Drew. The next book I got was by Charlie Gallagher. For anyone that's from the South Coast, you probably would have heard of Charlie Gallagher. So he is local to the area, but he's kind of like locally famous. He's in the police force, I believe. He's leaving very soon, don't quote me. So a lot of his stuff is quite procedural and really detailed, but his stuff is all contemporary thrillers. And this is the first one in his newest series. I've not actually read anything by Gallagher, but yeah, itching to give this a go, and I'll put a review up when I've read this because I'm quite excited. The next one, in keeping with the thriller, you'll see there's a theme, is Beyond the Waves by C.J. Bateman. This is another contemporary thriller, and it is a little bit different to things that I would normally read. So though it is a thriller, it kind of has that like twisted, like dark family element in there. It also says that it has like some kind of historical stuff in there too, so there's a bit in there about the Nazi regime, so I'm quite excited to give that a go and see how I find that. And I'll absolutely be posting a review on this one as well. So yeah, looking forward to that one too. So as well as having local authors around, there was also a company called Strange Acre Books. Again, if you're from Folkestone, you may have heard of them already. It's run by a guy called Andy, and it's just such good fun. Essentially, Strange Acre is for all really old, like retro vintage stuff. Mostly sci-fi, a bit of fantasy, and horror. It's definitely more my bag. So I had a good long chat with him, and he recommended me some stuff to try. So I've got the Weird, which is devised by Neil Gaiman, Mary Gentle and Ros Kavanagh. You had me at Neil Gaiman, really, and also the creepy cover. Big fan. I have absolutely no idea what this is about. I've not even read the blurb, but I bought it anyway. And the next one is Daphne du Maurier's The Birds. I've never read anything by Daphne du Maurier before, and I feel like I really ought to. And also it's short stories, so if I don't like it, I'll just go on to the next one, that's fine. And it's a nice short read, which is quite nice. So yeah, really looking forward to these. If you are in the local area, Strange Acre does like lots of things in the community. So he sells his books down the high street and on the Harbour Arm, I think. And he also, he's recently run a competition, or is currently judging it, I think, for people to submit short horror or sci-fi stories, in the local area. Yeah, so check them out. I'll put all the links in the description. So yeah, the event overall was really, really good fun to be a part of. It was so good to meet local authors and the public, really. Just have a chat about what they were thinking about writing, what they thought of your book. So it was just a really, really good all-round event to be involved in. I am going to do another video later down the line about the event as well, just because I think it's interesting to kind of remember that local events play a really big part in writing and the experience of being a writer. So as much as, pretty much all of my sales will almost always be online, it's so important and really, really valuable to speak to other authors and to meet other authors. So I'll be doing another video on that later down the line. So I just thought I would finish this video with a quick catch up on what I'm currently reading. So I'm reading Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Obviously Leigh Bardugo is incredibly famous. She's written lots of fantasy YA stuff, but I don't really go in for that. So yeah, I've only just started this and I'm quite excited about it, though I am quite an impatient person, so I quite like things that jump straight into the action. So I'm really hoping that I enjoy this. I love the cover, quite faintly. And the other thing that I'm kind of dabbling in at the moment is something very different. It's Fragments of Horror by Junji Ito. So I'm very, very new to anime and manga, sorry. Just proving that by saying anime rather than manga. So this is kind of horror, you can probably tell. And I've got a couple of things by Junji Ito now, so I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this. And I will keep you posted on how I'm finding both of these. So that is the end of this week's video, quite short and sweet. As I said, I'll come back to the local event again in another video, probably a bit more of a marketing video again. And yeah, if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content like this. I'd love to hear about your experience with local events. Do you find them useful? Do you enjoy them? What's your favourite thing about them? Yeah, let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.